Time for more collage. Time for yet another evolution. And this is the painting that I'm going to help evolve. Hi, I'm Beverly Cole and I'm in my studio. This painting was made with layers, of course. The first layers were pieces of jelly plate prints and then paint and fibers. Let me show you one that I did, and that's this one. This was the same thing. You can see the fibers. This one also has cheesecloth, lots of texture. I just love the texture. Then I took it a step further, and that's what we're going to do today. Remember these? These were the faux posted bills, and I've made several more. When I got together with Carlene, she helped me to see how using the words in between the layers of solid colors, and by using certain colors together, you've got a very pleasing and useful piece. Here's one that I used a lot of. The pieces just have this vibrating, beautiful color combinations, and I can use those in my collages, and I'm going to use them in this. So let's make one first. Just for example, here's some beautiful reds from a magazine. Here's some brown, purple, pink, and green. Here's one that's a lot of orange, so that's beautiful. You know, when you look at it and it makes you go, ooh, these are good too. Yeah, this one's pretty with the pink. And then, of course, some darks are always nice. So, I mean, really, when you've gone through your magazine and you've pulled out all the ideas you can think of, all the things that you could have done, you end up with some extra pages. Look at that. Pretty. Just color. I always check the other side just to make sure there's not something better. Ooh, check out that. Wow, that's pretty. So you get the idea. So here's our stack of colors, and then we want some that is just print. So here's one of the recipes, right? So here's the colored ones, and now we're pulling out some with just the words. The words will balance out the color. Ooh, okay. Ooh, oh my gosh. I was gonna use this side, and then I saw this side. Oh my goodness, look at that color. So yeah, magazines have so much to offer. Oh, really? Okay, so what's gonna happen? Wait, let me turn my fan down. These are just blowing everywhere. So I'm going to start with words, okay, and my glue stick. So we've done this before, but I just want to show you the difference between how I did it before and the way that Colleen showed me. So yeah, she said you don't put glue everywhere, which is pretty, oopsie, which is pretty much how I did it, because you don't want everything to stick. So I put it in stripes, and I'm going to add the purple page. And then some more glue, and I'm trying to not put it exactly in the same spots. Then we'll do more words. I'll do the words. Did I do the word pages? Are you kidding me? Okay, here's a word page. Yeah. So every other color page is just the words, basically. I mean, I don't go crazy trying to just do completely words. I'll try this one next. Okay, so it's really a simple thing. To do this, we start just tearing one layer at a time. And as you tear it, you're going to find that you want to keep some of it, and some of it you're going to want to throw away. What I'm talking about is the pieces that you pull off. So I find a place to start pulling. From the top, from the bottom, doesn't matter. And then once I've done one layer, I can reach up underneath and rip another, and another. Any way you want, actually. So what you're creating are these pieces to use in collage. Ooh, that's what I mean, look. Now I can save this one and I can glue it together better. So that's going in my bowl. And these pieces, well, I just leave them here just in case I decide I want to do something with them. Now you're seeing white, purple, blue, right? Let's see what else we have here. I like what's happening over here. I'm actually going underneath other layers, which is cool. Okay, so here we're starting to get some interesting looking things. Whoa, there's another big piece. The reason I don't want to pull these off yet is because I may end up with more layers underneath at work as well. I'm gonna flip it around. Let's try this side. We didn't put the glue stick everywhere, so we're starting to get some places where it rips and where it doesn't. It's really not anything we should even stress about. It's so much fun. There's a lot of words on this one. It's pretty cool. There's a couple layers together, then I can attach other pieces to it to make more interesting layers. So don't throw anything away yet. Here's my little pieces, and here's my bigger pieces. And I keep ripping. Try to go one layer at a time to begin with, just to get some variety. Ooh, but sometimes, look at that, I love that. You know, and I like to get rid of the straight edges. I don't know, I just like to get rid of the straight edges. Yeah, so you're making layers for collage. Let's try ripping this one apart. Look at that. Nice, right? Both sides. This is interesting, and that's interesting. I know I get carried away, but it's fun to rip. So, as Carlene said, I'm getting layers of color and white to break up the colors. Look. That's a big piece. I can rip that in half. And then I just go back and glue these together, and we'll do that when we're finished ripping. Ooh, look at the green. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be fun. You start to get more and more layers. If they're falling apart, just gently put them aside and we'll re-glue them. Now I'm starting to get huge pieces. Layers and layers of paper. I'm gonna try turning it this way now. Oh, we're just ripping it apart. Check this out. And look at that. Isn't that cool? I love it. Look at the layers. Jeepers. So pretty. Look. When you are working with these later on, I'll show you, you don't necessarily need to leave them all together, because if you want to change colors, for instance this, but I'm not going to do that yet. So now we have all these layers, and I'm going to take that painting, and remember these had a lot of solid color pages, which are beautiful. I'm working sideways, and I'm going to get myself some Elmer's glue and put it in my little container here. Shown you before, extra strong formula. So now what I want to do is I'm going to kind of mimic the colors, and I can easily see here I have purple. So I'm going to just put glue right here next to my beautiful threads, and I'm going to glue my strip right there. Elmer's glue, if it needs to be glued in between layers, I can do that. I'm going to stick some glue in there. And just glue. Glue strings. And this is really relaxing. And I see some pink down here. So I think that's going to be pink here. So you just kind of, you know, go by almost like intuition. So it's kind of an intuitive thing. So we're going to put the pink here and glue. These are starting to come apart. So you can always add more glue. And the glue dries perfectly clear, so it doesn't take away from your design. I mean, it doesn't have to completely match, but because the painting was, I feel, was successful, then my colors made me happy then, and so my colors will make me happy again. If I mimic what's there, kind of. Sure, there's more colors now, because how could you not have more colors when you've ripped all those magazines up? Okay, so here's a skinny, skinny piece of this purple. You know, I had Carlene over here and we were talking, and her daughter was on the phone and we were talking to her. Well, she was talking to us mostly, and I just kept working, and it was so easy, and it was just something to do while we talked. Very, very relaxing, because I wasn't really looking for any kind of a finished thing. I was just playing, and people seemed to like it. I put it on online, and I was getting people going, cool, wow, that's awesome. And I was like, okay, if you say so. Okay, here's some blue. Look at the blue. That's pretty, isn't it? Put it over here with the blue. And I like to keep all of the layers going the same direction. Okay, so here I'm kind of pulling the papers apart so you can see two colors. You can do that. You can do anything you want. And we have this dark purple. That's pretty, right? I'll put that here next to the blue. More purple. Purple. As you're doing this, also remember to make things pop. You want to put complementary colors near each other. So let's look at some of my new ripped pieces. Amazing. It really adds some personality to this piece. Ooh, I think I like it right there. So what I'm gonna do is glue all the layers down. And look how thick that one is. So that's another way to get variety by the thickness. I like that blue that was showing. Kind of spread them apart so you can see the other layers underneath. And Elmer's glue comes off your hands a lot easier than Mod Podge. Let me tell ya. Not Mod Podge, matte medium. Matte medium, oh, matte medium is so hard to get off your hands. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you guys. I told you it was a whole other story a few videos back that I wasn't allowed to put paint in our sink anymore because it took 11 years, but the matte medium got caked all around the inside of the drain and in the pipes in my spare bathroom where I was rinsing all of my stuff. George had to take the entire drain and faucet off. We had to replace everything. So now I just use this, you know, the mess sink that's out in the garage. I do have some more yellow. I do. Oh, look at that piece of yellow. That's kind of cool. Oh, and I got some new fibers. When I went thrifting yesterday, I found a bag full of fibers for $3. It's like you don't have the fibers when you want them, but then when you don't look for them, you find them. You can still see paint, you can still see fibers. I might have to add some. Okay, I just uncovered some pink and yellow. So this is a type of collage. This is collage. So let's take a look at my other one I did. Just enjoy adding oranges to oranges. This is all still the paint and the fibers. So it all depends on how much you want to add. And of course you can add other things. Yeah, we're gonna add more fibers to this. We're definitely gonna add more fibers to this. Fabulous. Definitely need to add this one. It's just fun, making the layers and then putting them together. You can use matte medium, you can use Mod Podge, but I went back to glue and I have a video on that. I tried the clear glue and then I talk about why this is the one I like so much. Layers, thick layers. Yeah, I just use single pieces. So you can do it either way, but you can see the textures and how that makes it interesting. Ooh, that's cool. So these are really great, fun things to do when you are just wanting to do something, but don't want to get too stressed out. You can do this. Well, after this dries and I can see everything again, then I will add more fibers. Well, let me show you the bag of fibers I got. Here it is, $4. My fingers are covered with glue, but look how beautiful. What eyelash trim. Look at that. Look at the little sequins on this. Then I got, lots and lots of purple, and then I got this. That. It's so cool. It's just got these little things on it. So $4, I was like, that's mine. Threads. See them here and here and here. Yeah. I also use threads in this one. It's fibers right here. Cheesecloth, ripped pieces again. Anything you have, you can use.